Welcome back to Great North Gaming. It's great to have you here with us today, and it's time to continue our NHL 26 Philadelphia Flyers Fantasy Draft Challenge. We're here to complete year number 2 of 3. If you missed the last episode, we actually won the President's Trophy, and we are eliminated in the first round by the New York Rangers. So we went ahead and made some big moves in the offseason, bringing in J.J. Peterka and Drake Batherson, as well as Bowen Byram here. So our team is looking pretty sweet for this year. So hopefully we can go ahead and win the Stanley Cup this year. But we can take a quick look at our lines here. So first line is going to be J.J. Peterka, Nathan MacKinnon, and Drake Batherson. Second line is going to be Brock Besser, Rupe Hintz, and Ricard Raquel. Third line is going to be Taylor Hall, Nick Watt, and Brendan Gallagher. Fourth line is going to be Scott Laughton, Charlie Coyle, and Zegmas Girgensons. Very, very solid offensive core, good chemistry all around. Defensively is going to be Devin Taves and Adam Fox at 91 and 93. Thomas Chabot and Bowen Byram having a 90 on the second pairing is great. And then Grzelcyk and Radko Gudas, a very solid bottom pairing as well there. And in the cage, we have Jesper Wallstedt. Great acquisition there for us as well. So team is looking good. So let's get into the regular season here. We'll have our coaching conversation with Rick Tocchet here. See what his thoughts are for the team. Season goal, compete for the cup. I agree. And let's do the preseason focus. Let's do 5v5 again there. I want to make sure everyone is up as high as possible as we head into this. So Jesper Wallstedt has conversation. Yes, you're the starting goaltender. No worries at all. So let's hop up to about January 1st here, and we'll see how this team's doing. Alrighty, guys, so we're up here at January 1st with a record of 24-11-1 there. We are currently second place in our division there. Looks like tied for second place in the league there, so still a chance to win back-to-back President's Trophies, but we are after the Stanley Cup, so let's get up to the trade deadline and see what's available. Alrighty, guys, so we're up here at the trade deadline with a record of 38-20-4, second place in our division there. We didn't have the best January there. We can take a look at the player stats here. So Nathan MacKinnon leading the way, obviously, 67 points in 62 games, 37 goals as well. Brock Besser's looking good there. Hintz, Raquel, Fox, Batherson, everyone's doing pretty well there. The third line's been a minus. I was trying to fix that. It's not looking great there, but Jesper Wallstedt, a 902 and a 304, not the best numbers there. So when taking a look at this team here, I wouldn't mind adding another forward here if maybe we can upgrade Batherson, because he's a tough contract extension for us next year. If we could upgrade him into a legit 90 overall player, I think that might be the move there. So let's see what we can do at the trade deadline here to really give us that edge to win the Stanley Cup. Let's go. Trade deadline here, so let's hop in. Vince Dunn's available, 90 overall. Oh, that could help us out there. Big trade value there. Can we make this work here? So defenseman, Byram, I don't want to trade Grzelcyk, Gudas. So you'd be trading a Grzelcyk. So Grzelcyk for Vince Dunn there. The trade value is not looking too bad there. How are we doing on our draft pick situation? So we have... Okay, we can trade away some draft picks here, so we'll throw in our 2 third-round draft picks there. So Grzelcyk and 2 thirds for Vince Dunn. Will it go through? Trade rejected. I kind of figured that much there. Skaters matching the block, none. Goalies, they want a medium elite goaltender. We can throw that in there to get Vince Dunn. Nah, still no, huh? All right, we can look at one more draft pick in here, because throw in that second for the next year. Will it go through? Trade rejected. Okay, that's a lot of trade value there. I'm not willing to do that. So let me take a look if we can find a trade for a top winger. Let's go. Alrighty, guys, so we're going to try to make a trade here for Seth Jarvis here. He's an 88. He's medium elite, though, 25 years old, locked up to a good deal. Drake Batherson, he's having an alright season there. I just think Seth Jarvis might be able to get it done a little bit more there. It might be a tough trade here with Vegas, but I don't care. Even if it's not realistic, the fantasy draft isn't realistic there. So we'll give up that first round pick for next year as well. So Drake Batherson, a first round pick. They don't any skaters matching the block here. Don't want to give up Nyman. Sure, you can have Nyman there. All right, let's try that. Batherson a first and Nyman for Seth Jarvis. Will it go through? Trade rejected. Far too off. Still okay. We can add in a couple. We can add in those 2/3. Will that go through there for Seth Jarvis? Far too off. Still, huh? What if we add in a first, a second, and a third there? Will that go through? Trade rejected. No, I don't think we're going to be able to get a top winger here. So we'll take a look. Is there anyone else available here? Gerard. Don't really need a Gerard. Barbashev could be all right. Hyman. No, honestly, I don't really see much that we could do. I was really hoping to get a Seth Jarvis or a top winger like that, but we might have to wait and see in free agency. So we're going to exit the trade deadline here and hope for the best here. Hopefully we can have a strong end of the season here, get into the playoffs here, and win a Stanley Cup. Let's go. Alrighty, guys, so we finished the regular season with a record of 51, 26, and 5. Good enough for second place in our division. Columbus kind of ran away with it, but third place in the NHL, so not a bad season at all here. Take a look at the player stats. Nathan MacKinnon, 93 points, 54 goals. Holy cow. Brock Besser, 81. Fox, Hintz, Raquel. Maybe we should be moving Besser up to that first line there if we're not finding the offense coming through in the playoffs there. JJ Peterka, 65. Batherson, 64 there. All right, everyone kind of came along. The plus-minus there on the bottom's got a little bit better there. Adam Fox, 81 points. Great season for him. Goaltenders, Wallstead, a 900, a 310, 34 wins. Not great. Hopefully he can give us some better stats here in the playoffs. So speaking of playoffs, who are we playing here in the first round? It's going to be a tough matchup, probably New Jersey. Who are we playing here? New Jersey. All right, let's take a look at the New Jersey Devils. All right, taking a look at the New Jersey Devils here. First line, Nick Ehlers, Mark Scheifele, Oliver Bjorkstrand. Second line, Mason Marchment, Ryan O'Reilly, Lawson Krause. Third line, Sorelli Deneau, and Joshua Waugh. That's a really good third line there. Pizzetta, Ivan, Lecker-Mackey. Theodore Doughty, Orloff, Riley, Harrison, Lebshinov, and Shesterkin in the cage. Okay, this is a good team here in the New Jersey Devils, so let's see what we can do here. It's going to be a tough matchup here. Game number 1 here, we'll just go through it quickly here, the quick sims here. Hopefully we're not out in the first round. First period, New Jersey, Lawson Krause going to score on the power play. Second period, Scott Laughton and JJ Peterka score. Third period, Lecker-Mackey's going to tie that up, and Mark Scheifele's going to win it in overtime. Down 1 already here. You know what? Let's make that line change right away. Let's move up Brock Besser there. He had a great season. Let's get him playing with Nathan MacKinnon. I think that would be the move. Ooh, lose that +5. Let's keep it for right now. Maybe it was just one game. That's the last case scenario there. All right, game number 2 here in Philadelphia. We have home ice advantage. We don't want to lose both games on home ice. First period, Philadelphia's going to get 2. Scott Laughton and Brett Gallagher. Second period, Morgan Riley's going to tie it up there. 2-2. Oh my God. Okay, we got to make some line changes here. We're down 2-0 again. Oh no, this is not good. Send to the next game. What are we doing here? This team is pretty stacked, I would say. Let's go Batherson. Let's maybe move up Raquel. No, that doesn't get the +5. Hintz gets the +5 there. Who could play center here, though? Peterka. No. Okay, Nick Waugh, you're going to come up here. You can play with Raquel and Batherson. Peterka, you got 1 goal for me. They get a +5, but no face-off there. So let's move that down there. Scott Lawton, Brendan Gallagher, you've been scoring for me. Paterka, you can play the left wing there. There we go. Okay, shaking up this offensive core. Devin Tays and Adam Fox haven't done nothing for me. Shabbat. Let me move up Shabbat there. Byram, Gudis, okay, that's fine. Goalies, Wallstead, I need you to steal me a game here, my man. All right, Game 3 in New Jersey. New lines. Can we capitalize here? First period, tie game. Charlie Coyle, our depth is scoring. Where's McKinnon? Brock Besser, their scores give us the lead there. And Bjorkstrand and Waugh. Holy cow, we're going down 3-0 here. What are we doing? What are we doing here, boys? Well, there's nothing left for us to do here. First period, 0-0. Second period, New Jersey takes the lead. Rupe hands. Third period, Bowen Byram. Holy cow, what a disappointing playoffs here. Like, take a look at these stats there. I don't know if McKinnon even got a point there. Hall, Lawton, Besser, McKinnon got 2 assists, Fox. Holy cow, we gotta... I don't know what we need to do to this team to get it to win a Stanley Cup in the last year here. I thought this team was looking pretty stacked. Like, we have a very, very stacked team here. Maybe we move off of one of our defensemen for another forward here. All right, let's hop up to the NHL entry draft, see what moves we can make to make year number 3, hopefully, the year we win a Stanley Cup. Let's go. And there you have it. The Vegas Golden Knights win the Stanley Cup here. So not great for us here. Montreal wins the draft lottery, followed by Chicago, Ottawa, St. Louis, San Jose. Not too bad there. Retired players. Anyone calling it quits? Ryan Suter, Krug. No one really. It's only a year or two, so no one really is calling it quits yet. That's all good there. Can keep going past here. All right, let's quickly take a look at the awards here. So Vegas wins the Stanley Cup and the President's Trophy, so no Stanley Cup or President's Trophy curse for them. Columbus makes it all the way to the Cup final. Pasternak wins the Art Ross. Hart Memorial goes to Jack Eichel. James Norris goes to Cale Makar. Lady Byng goes to Quinn Hughes. Sikora wins the Calder. Conn Smythe goes to Cale Makar. Vezina goes to Dustin Wolf. William Jennings went to Kemper. Masterton went to Alexiak. Okay. Oh, there we go. McKinnon won the Maurice Richard. So, taking home a little bit of hardware here, but let's get into the NHL entry draft, see what moves we can make to really make this team competitive next year. Let's go. Alrighty, guys, here. So, we're going to make a big trade here. We're going to send Devin Taves. He is our second highest trade value for defenseman here. So we're going to send him to the Calgary Flames. We're going to try to get Matt Boldy again. We wanted to get him in the year number 1 here. Great offensive stats. And we're also going to get Sam Renzel at 80 overall. We're going to try to pick up a second-round pick as well. Will it go through? Trade rejected. Sweeten it just a touch there. Okay. All right. We are cooking now. I think that's all we need is another top forward in there. So third-round pick, trade accepted. There we go. I'm going to take a look if there's any more moves we want to make this team even better for next year. So let's go. Alrighty, just as a little cap dump here, we're going to send Cam Talbot to the Utah Mammoth for a third-round pick. There we go. Alright, just another cap dump here. Brendan Gallagher to the Winnipeg Jets for a third-round pick for next year. Will it go through? Trade rejected. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's okay. We can just try to pick up, how about a just a fourth-round pick. Will it go through? Trade accepted. There we go. We're looking, I'm going to just telling you guys my plan here right now. So I'm looking to add one more elite forward to our offense here. So we got McKinnon, we got Boldy, we got Hintz, we got Besser. Maybe we can move a Raquel here to bring in someone else super great. I'm looking to add in a Victor Eklund, and maybe you do a Victor Eklund and a JJ Peterka. So I'm just looking to really bring in a superstar here. Eklund, he looks great. If this was a couple of year-long franchise mode, but we got to win next year. So I'm still looking to add one more big piece here. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, guys, so we're going to try to make a massive move here with the New York Rangers here. I don't think this is going to go through here, but we're going to try it. Victor Eklund, JJ Peterka, first, a second, and a third from Marco Rossi, Cutter Gauthier, and Matachuk. Will it go through? Trade rejected. That's what I thought. It wouldn't go through there. Maybe if we don't add in Matachuk there, will it go through? Yeah, still not there. Okay, we're going to have to keep looking here. Thought we might have a chance there. We could probably score one of them there. But there was another trade that I wanted to see if we could get through here, because this could just make our team absolutely studly. Can we get Macklin Celebrini? I don't know if we can or not. 9.5. We have to bring back a player here. That's okay. Lizotte, that's fine. I can't see that going through. Yeah, not there whatsoever. So let me keep looking here. Alrighty, guys, here we're gonna try to make one more trade here. I'm gonna try to hold on to Eklund for right now, but if we need to add him in, we're gonna try to make a trade here for Logan Cooley here. Trade value is more than double. Peterka, first, a second for next year, and 2/3. Will it go through? Trade accepted. There we go. And we also freed up some cap space with that. Or I guess we really didn't. We actually gained some cap space with that Logan. About the same. But that's okay. So if we take a look at our forward core for next year, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If we can get these guys back. Okay, we might have to make a move in free agency defensively. Yeah, we might have to make a move there, but I think the top end talent is going to help us out there, so that should be good here. So let's sim up to our pick. We can see the top 4 here. So DuPont, Stafford looks really sweet. Timlander, yeah, this draft looking pretty good here. So pick 83 here. Just hoping with building a team with all these 90 overall studs, we can really make something happen here. Pickman, possible 2-bar medium elite, just go for it. Medium starter, not great there. Just going for the trade value here. That's all I'm looking for here. Possible another medium elite there. Both got medium starters there. I thought we would have a 50-50 shot of one of them being medium elite. Street 2-bar medium elite. We will keep trying these. Medium bottom 6. Nope. We're trying here. William Lassell, no. Low elite London. Lundin, we'll try that. Low top 6. Holy cow, this draft is horrible here. Not a great draft at all. Goalie. Yeah, Howard goalie. We got to draft that guy. Lefty. Why not? There's really no one else available here. Let me see if I can just flip these draft picks. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. So we still have Eklund that we can trade. Maybe he might even jump up to be crazy overall. 6th and a 7th. Let's just trade him to Anaheim. If we can get a 5th for next year, will it go through? Trade accepted. There we go. We'll take that. Another draft pick for next year. So let's get to the re-sign stage. Right, so we're here in the re-sign stage with $21 million. So we do have some good cap space to work with. The Smith, feel like I can find a better backup in free agency than you. Jones, will bring you back there. So we got a medium elite goaltender there we can also trade. Fox, yeah, good thing. A lot of our contracts are coming up next year. Radko Gudas, what do you want? $5 million. We'll wait on that. Renzel, we just got you there. If I can get you on a 2-year, $850 contract, that seems good there. Fleury, I don't need you. Heck, oh, I didn't mean to sign you to that contract there, but it should get buried in the AHL, so that should be fine. We'll wait on Gudas there. Because 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not too bad there. It's definitely looking weaker without Devin Taves in there. Let's go right wingers. Batherson doesn't want a contract extension. I don't want to lose him for nothing here. 9.7. We'll come back to that. Wallstrom, just release you. Dumas, we'll sign you there. Left wingers, Gergensons. What do you want? Do you want a cheap deal? We can wait on that. Nyman, we'll bring you back. Yanni Nyman, you can probably be playing on the NHL team. We'll release you. So we'll wait on Gergensen. Centers, Nick Waugh. Doesn't want a contract extension. 4.5. I would like Nick Waugh back here. I'll give you a full no movement clause. Okay, we can wait on that contract as well. Charlie Coyle, you're dropping off. We won't bring you back. Ty Dellandrea, 1.2. Yeah, 926. I'll just give you that. Yeah, that's fine. Stoofus. Or Surface, sorry. Alright, so that's all good. So let's take a look at all expiring here. We just cleaned it up. So Batherson, Waugh, Gergensons I'm not crazy about bringing back, but I definitely want back Batherson here. So can I get you on a cheaper deal? No. He wants that 6-year deal. No movement clause there. Try 8.8 for 6 years. We can try that. Gudis, we'll wait on you. Nick Waugh, like you back. We'll give you the full no movement clause there. 3.6 there for 3 years. We'll see that. So let's advance a day here, see if they accept. All of our scouts are coming back, which is good to see. Renzel accepts, Nick Waugh accepts, Nyman accepts, Batherson accepts. Perfect, and we still have $11 million left to work with. I'm not crazy about bringing back Gudis if there's someone else available, so we'll wait on that. I will try to sign Gergensons here. We can give you a no movement contract. He's not too happy with that. Just the cheapest contract I can get you on. 1.2, sure. So advance a day there. Gergensons accepts, perfect. So we'll release him for now, Gudis. Okay, so let's just take a look at our team for next year. So Wallstedt, we need a backup goaltender. Defensively, Fox, Byram, Grzelcyk, Rennell. So we need at least one defenseman. And then forwards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we do, yeah, we have enough forwards. So if we can get one defenseman there, that would be great. So we'll sim up to free agency. We'll see who's available here. That's all good. That's all good. Is there any studs available here? Signed free agents. John Carlson, 1-year deal, but he wants way too much. Way too much. UFAs, Vince Dunn, 11.6 for 1 year. Can't quite afford that, but do we do it for 1 year? He's not crazy interested in the contract. Vince Dunn, Samuel Girard. That could be all right. Offensive defenseman, though. I don't know if we want another offensive. Let me just look at defense here. Carlson would be sweet if we can afford it, but yeah, there's no way he's saying yes to that. Like, I'll send it out. But let's try to sign someone else here. Artem Zub, 85 overall, 7.2. I do like that contract. I don't think Carlson's going to accept. We could make a trade for a defenseman now with Eklund. Let me take a look at the trade market here, and we'll go from there. Alrighty, guys, so we're going to try to make a big move here for Simon Nemec. He's 88 overall, be perfect for that top pair or bottom pairing defense or top four defense, whatever. So we're going to send them William Eklund and Nesterov. Will it go through? Trade rejected. Still no here. I didn't think that was going to go through there. So we'll add in a third and 2/4 there. Will that go through? No, still too far off there. So that one's maybe a little bit out of reach there. I was thinking about, there was another defenseman here. No. Where was it? Severson here. 87 overall. He's got some X factors there, so that could be another stud to bring in. Just really want to build that defensive core out. I want to make sure that it's as good as possible. Zach Whitecloud, I don't really need. Is there anyone else that could help us out with this run here? Basha, no. Lascelles. Fabian Lascelles, we can add you in there. That'd be like the replacement for Eklund there, a bit of a downgrade. So let's see if that will go through there. Trade rejected. Okay, straight up. Will it go through? Really? Eklund for Severson will not go through there. Huh. Third round pick in there. Will it go through? Trade rejected. Okay, we're going to have to keep looking here. I really thought that was going to go through, so we'll be back. Alrighty, guys, we're going to try another trade here. We're going to try to bring in Dayton Matachuk here. He's an offensive defenseman there, good stats all around there, medium top four, and we're also going to bring in Wang here. Hopefully that they can both be ready to make the team here. Will it go through? Trade accepted. There we go. So we bolstered our defensive core. So defense, Chabot, Byram, Matachuk, Grzelcyk, and then another Wang or Rizal there. So defense is looking great there. And then we also have a trading asset in one of them as well. And then forwards here. So McKinnon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We can also, with the rest of our money here, we can look to really build out through free agency here, build out that offensive core there. John Carlson, it's not even going to matter giving that contract extension to it, or contract to anyways. UFAs, who can we afford here? Philippe Deneau only wants $4 million for 2 years. He's still got his top 6, so I will give you that for sure. Would you prefer a no movement clause? It's a little bit better there, and we'll give you a 4.2 there, Philippe Deneau. He'll get back to us there. Taking a look, any other good forwards here we'd like to add in? Stefan Nosen, a grinder, good defensively there. I'd love that. 3.57. He likes the contract. He likes the organization, so we'll give out some no movement clauses here. I don't care. This is my last year. So we'll offer him 2.975 for 2 years. There we go. He accepts there. So we'll advance a date. We'll see if Philippe Deneau extends. We still need the backup goalie. Yeah, John Carlson. And Philippe Deneau rejected. Dang it. Okay, so I still want to add another forward. But we got to look at a backup goaltender here. Hofer, he might jump. 1.9, $2 million for a backup goaltender. Wouldn't mind it. Give you a full no movement clause there, my man. If I can get you on a cheap contract, especially if you're gonna jump up for me. 1.725. He'll get back to me. Is there any other defenseman I'd like to bring in here that would be cheap and good to bring in? Luke Shen, no. No, there's really Brett Burns, maybe. But I don't really think he moves the needle for us too much there. So I'm just going to build up this forward core a little bit more. Jared McCann doesn't want to come. Kyle Palmieri, two-way forward. He's got an X factor there. That could be. Rick Tocchet doesn't like him. But I do. So we'll bring in Kyle Palmieri there. 4.85. Give you a no movement clause. How about India make it 4.5? He'll get back to us, so that will leave us about $2 million there if we want to bring in anyone else here. JVR, no. Jonathan Bergen, it's 26, 82. Let's just wait a day here, see if Palmieri signs with us. Palmieri doesn't accept. Joel Hofer accepts. There we go. Thank God. All right, so we still got $5.8 million. I need to bring in a forward here. Warren Fogle. Yeah, I think Fogle is going to be the man here. 3.6. I can get you a little bit cheaper there. 3.2 for 2 years. There you go. He accepts there. We still have $3.4 million. Perron. It's a little bit old there, but could be. He's got his exact top 9, and he might lose that X factor though. Radish, Taylor Radish, Tommy Novak. Okay. Don't know if there's anyone else I want to bring in. Bobby McMahon. Don't really like those stats there. Any other defenseman? Chatfield. 2.7. It's good defensively. Not a great skater. I don't think we need a defenseman there. Just would like one more forward here. That makes sense. Patrick Kane, no. Burakovsky, he's a sniper. Don't need that. Perron, I feel like he's gonna drop. So let's send a contract to Radish here, just as another guy here. No movement clause. Try to get it a little bit cheaper there. 1.75. He accepts there. All right, so I think that's good for our team here. For fun, we can take a look at some contract extensions. Logan Cooley, 8.75. Okay. Thomas Chabot probably is going to want a lot. 8.2. Oh, not too bad. So maybe we could keep this team together here. Not too bad. All right. So let's hop up to the regular season here, or preseason, and we'll see what this team's looking like for their last and final year. Let's go. Alrighty, guys. So let's take a look at our team for year number 3, the final year. Jesper Wallstedt's a 90 overall. Great. Also for the next GM, great contract as well. Joel Hofer stayed in 82. That's okay. Portlow and Hunter in the system there, so that's all good. Defensively, Fox, Chabot, Byram, Grzelcyk, Matachuk. I was hoping he was going to jump up. I really was hoping he was going to jump up, but that should be okay. Still a solid team. Rennell and Wang. Okay, that should be okay. So Rennell can play on the bottom pair. Forwards, we got a couple too many forwards. Taylor Hall. He's not going to be playing. Justin Soldoof. He's all right. Do you have anybody in the system that should be playing? Nineman. All right, we'll just edit the lines here. We'll see what what the coach is saying. So Boldy, McKinnon, Besser. Okay, I like that. Raquel, Cooley, Hintz. Let's see, like Drake Batherson. Raquel, Lawton. All right, so the offense is looking pretty good. Defensively, Falk, Shabbat, Byram, Matachuk, Grizzly, Rizell, and Wallstead in the cage. So we have the first line, we have the offense, we have a first and a second line center, we have the depth, we have the wingers, we have the top defenseman, and we have the top goaltender. If we cannot win a Stanley Cup here in year number 3, I have failed as a GM. So let me know your thoughts about the team and if there's any changes we should be making heading into year number 3. And if you like this video, please leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, peace.